First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Sandy Alcantara.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Let's go, Sandy.
Up and in, and this one is off and running. There's the strike. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and an easy out to start the game. Here's the Giants lineup, and it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Next to hit, Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Alcantara, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slide. Oh, and a nice sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Willie Adames stands in. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Liner, base hit. And that gives Matt Chapman a chance to hit with 2 out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here is Matt Chapman. Outside low, ball 1. Two outs. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Three-two now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. So here's Wade now. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Elliot Ramos. That's in there. And that is strike one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
On the ground, right side. Right. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Logan Webb. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And the 1-0. Foul ball there. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now Connor Norby. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. Next offering is in for a strike.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Second inning set to go, and digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Alcantara back to work, and a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 5, Mike.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Just missed. And that misses. 2-0. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Let's go, let's go.
2 up, 2 down.
Let's go. All right.
Batting 9, the left fielder,
Grant McCray, the next to hit. McCray hitting 9th in today's lineup. Usually in center field, but today starting in left. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo
And up next for
Lee.
San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 1. Alcantara over to first.
Oh, he's in there.
McCray back on a dive.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
That's outside. Now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Foul.
2-1 now.
Ball.
McCray leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Alcantara checks the runner,
he's safe.
and he dives back in safely. Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate, trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride.
Let's go, Jonah.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Pulls that one foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Now pitching for
Tristan
San
Beck
Francisco,
is forced to the mound
Number
after the
43.
injury.
Tristan Beck.
got him swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So digging in, Griffin Conine. Now one missed.
Ball one.
Man at first, one away. Next offering is fouled back. And that misses. And a count 2-1.
Got 2 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. High fly ball out towards left center. McCray makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7, the designated hitter,
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins.
Get out of here, Giants. Go back to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. On to the 3rd inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
In plenty of time to first, and a quick out number 1. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Singled and scored his first time. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-2. Here we go, Marlins, let's go.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a pitch. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
The batter, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Walked his first time.
Let's go, Marlins.
Hard hit, right side. Whips it to first. Giants go in order. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and now Kyle Stowers.
Center fielder, Kyle Stowers.
And the first offering is not close. And another ball. That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Right through there for a strike.
Stowers gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Let's go, Nick.
And now 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
And it's even up.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The batter, number
And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, Xavier.
And that drops in for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller getting loose out there.
Let's keep it going.
In the air, right field. Yastrzemski on the move to the alley. 2 away.
Come on now.
Third baseman, number 1,
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
Go, Miami.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Marlins.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball, that's in.
And that one almost hit him.
Hey!
3-1 is on the way. And he chases that one below the zone.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him. And one gone.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Ramos batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Line drive, and that's a fair ball.
The catcher, number
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Get two.
Now, Patrick Bailey. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Next offering is downstairs.
Go, Marlins.
Swing better.
Swing and a foul out of play. Stays alive.
Punch him out!
That one
No, that's
just
low.
misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sit him down.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a foul straight back. Ramos, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Let's go fish! I got a ball, 1
In the
strike.
dirt. Two outs. And that one a little below the knees.
balls, 1
2
strike.
balls and a strike.
Let's go, Miami!
That clips the corner.
Giants are weak sauce.
Ripped to short. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jesus Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Give it to him, Marlins!
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. On the ground, right side.
Get there.
Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah.
And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Miami.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Left field, way back there. McCray going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
And here's the first baseman, Matt Mlb생. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Miami down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in is the speedy Grant McCray. Alcantara back to work. Check swing, called strike.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now here is Jung-Hoo Lee, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Lee goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
No, inside.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Giants.
So 2 down now, and here is Tyler Fitzgerald. Has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 down, nobody on. Breaks his bat and pops it up.
Yes, that's right.
And that'll do it. Giants down in order, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. Digging in, Griffin Conine.
Here we go.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that is out of play.
Come on, Marlins.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
No outs. Runner at first. Davison De Los Santos digs in now. Just missed.
Need a base hit here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
ball, one strike.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. He reached on a walk his first time. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. The shortstop takes the ball.
Right through there for a strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez sizes this one up, brings it in. One away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
Now it's Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
No balls, two strikes.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And there's two away.
The first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Inside, just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. Randy Rodriguez on a pitch out of the pen here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Fortes in the box now, takes strike one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval also getting ready. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's down and away.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first two hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
So up next, Connor Norby. First offering, and it just misses. The Giants leading by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering down in the dirt.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Jesus Sanchez in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Count's full.
On the ground right side, Fitzgerald. On to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Elliot Ramos. Ball one there. Next pitch is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Andrew Nardi.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey, a switch hitter batting right.
Let's get the easy two now. Let's go.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. He's grounded out a couple of times. And fouled off. Ramos, the lead runner at second. Bailey on at first with nobody out. Check swing, called strike.
0-2.
I'll set him down.
Got him! And that is a big first out.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and then dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball he got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
And here is Grant McCray, 1 for 2. In there for strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Run, Marlin.
And a strike on the outside edge. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2 is the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Strike him out.
And now 2 and 2.
Strike him out.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Giants leave a couple, but they lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Rogers.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
leading off for the
Well,
Marlins,
one-run
the right
game.
fielder,
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 2 in this one. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No outs. Runner at first. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Base hit now.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Just misses. And the count is 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Got him swinging. And one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Matt Mervis.
Look out for the double play. Come on, Marlins.
And that one is inside ball 1.
Come on, Miami.
And misses inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Griffin Conant in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the strike.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Rogers out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New arm for the Giants, Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conant. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that's off the outside edge. And it's 2-1. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
Strike.
Two outs. Way high there. And it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
You got this.
Goes down looking. So the Giants' pen gets the job done. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Marlins,
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Bender.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch misses. Just
Ball, next
missed.
inside.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Just
Ball, that
missed.
pitch is out.
Check swing, called strike.
We got a full count.
On the ground, out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames.
Right through there for a strike.
Nobody out, runner at first.
Hey, double him up.
And Willie fouls one back.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. That one catches the corner for a strike. One-run game, one out, one on.
Get the double play for crying out loud.
Runner on the move. That one fouled off.
Strike him out.
That
One
one
ball,
misses,
2 strikes.
and that is ball one. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 2 away. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Let's go, Marlins.
2 outs. Late swing, foul to the left.
Punch him out.
And
One
that
ball,
skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. One left for San Francisco. They lead it 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the DH, Davison De Los Santos.
De Los Santos.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, center fielder.
Marlins making a move for a pinch hitter, Derek Hill.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And we are all tied up. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
And up next for Miami, Nick Fortes, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. One out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one not close, and it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sean Jelly getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval also throwing.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Miller, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Two down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup, and now 2-0.
No strike.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Connor Norby in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So up next, Connor Norby, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1
2
strike.
gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Step off, throw to first, and he's back safely. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even at 1 apiece. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
Bender back to work. Ripped, but it curls foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Activity in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the closer, is getting loose. Tinoco getting loose as well.
Sit him down.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Here we go, Marlins. Let's go.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
On the ground, and foul ball.
That's a strike.
Next
1 ball,
offering way off
2
the
strikes.
plate. Uh-oh, that got him.
That ball got
And
him.
the potential winning run is aboard.
The right fielder. number
And up
5,
next for San
Mike
Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Let's go, Marlins! Let's go, Marlins!
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Swing and a miss!
0-1's the count.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Strike him out!
Come on, punch him out.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Strike him out. Punch him out.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 1 away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
Punch him out!
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
So 2 down now, and here is Grant McCray.
Go, Miami.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the ninth. Check swing, he held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Sanchez gets under it. He's got it. And that's the third out. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Camilo
Now
Doval.
pitching for San Francisco, number 75, Camilo Doval.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Let's go, fish.
There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah Bride.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Slider right there.
0-1.
All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Outside, and now it's even 1-1. That's down and in.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, to his knee, the throw, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Oh, man, great diving play over there to prevent the winning run from reaching base. Here in the 9th inning, that's absolutely huge. You love to see that kind of play made in big moments by the defense.
And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Fly ball to right. Yastrzemski makes the catch, inning over.
Come on now.
And we're back. We're in extras here. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Check on the runner. McCray dives back in safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Punch him out.
Strike him out.
And takes low for ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Just missed. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. McRae up to third on the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
You got this.
Too high, and now it's 3-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Next offering is in for a strike.
We got full count.
Swung on, belted. Hill, a long run for this one. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The run scores from third, and they lead it in the 10th.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And here is Willie Adames.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one out to right. Sanchez ranging after it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
2 outs. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Giants get a run on the RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Walker.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Come on, here we go.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Slow roller to third. Chapman zips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Substitution now at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Dane Myers. And now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center.
Right through there for a strike.
Called strike right there.
No ball.
A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Marlins down to their final out. Derek Hill will hit next. Trying to deliver as the hero. First pitch, and he just misses. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got a ball, one strike.
One time. Let's go.
Come on now, base hit.
They're down to their final strike. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in extra innings.
Get on base.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And towing the slab here, Sandy Alcantara.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Come on, Sandy.
And that is downstairs. And we're underway here this afternoon.
No strike.
And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Splits the plate, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one's carrying. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Willie Adames stands in now and watches strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that one is downstairs. And 1-1. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Matt Chapman. First pitch misses. Chapman, a former Gold Glove winner, batting in the cleanup spot. He joined the team as a free agent. Still only one out here in the inning. Just missed. That one inside, and it's 3-0. Rip to third.
Hustle.
To first, 2 away now. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like
a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And there's a foul ball.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
0-2.
2 out, space is empty.
Ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill, Logan Webb.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Check swing, called strike. Lifted in the air, out to left. McRae pulls that one down, and there's one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Come on, Connor.
And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just missing inside. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins.
Come on, Jonah.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Sanchez stands at second with 2 gone.
Get out of here, Giants. Go back to San Francisco.
High in the air, out to right. And that is that. Marlins leave one. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Let's go, Miami!
Come on, Sandman.
Alcantara back to work. Ground ball left
Nope,
side.
foul
And
ball.
that's just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
1 ball.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Stowers makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mike Yastrzemski in the box now. No balls and a strike.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Check swing, called strike. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly. They're up 2-0. Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mlb생. Outside low, ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Griffin Conine. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Yastrzemski makes the grab, one away.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos.
We need a base hit here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Two balls, one strike.
In the dirt. That's to third, fired to second, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. Top half of the third inning. Here's a speed threat. Grant McCray. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. To third.
Hey, get there!
Whips it across. One up, one down.
The bat, the center fielder,
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Just missed. Right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two down, base is empty. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Willie Adames stands in. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And here is Matt Chapman. A little bit low. 1-0. And that's in for a strike. And that's outside. And a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's through there for a strike. Fitzgerald on second. Adames at first. 2 out of the inning. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Lamont Wade Jr. on deck for San Francisco.
Punch him out!
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Strike him out.
3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sit him down.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. As we go to the last of the third, leading off, Kyle Stowers. That's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Bailey makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Nick Fortes.
And now, Nick Fortes.
Let's go, Nick!
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Come on, Nick.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Next offering misses. 2-1. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone.
All right, Miami.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Miami.
Stays alive.
All right, Miami.
Man at second. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 1,
Connor Norby, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Let's go, Marlins.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Inside. And a count 1-2. Chases that one out of the zone. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Lamont Wade Jr.
Here we go, Miami. Let's go, Marlins. Swing.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hammered, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
At the plate, Elliot Ramos.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that drops in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Wade, the lead runner out at second. Ramos at first with no outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Strike him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher for the Marlins, Declan
number
Cronin.
51.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So they're all loaded up. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Grant McCray. Golden opportunity right here. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
And that misses. And that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
3-1 now. In the air, center field. Stowers on the move. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
Bottom four, and now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Sanchez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. Flied to right his first time. Strike one. And ball one.
Inside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Mervis stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Right through there for a strike.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. And the Marlins down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Miami.
Towards first, and it goes just foul. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Let's go, Miami.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All right, Miami.
And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Shut him down.
2-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that gets down into the gap. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
The batter, the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's going to be Tyler Fitzgerald. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a strike.
All these Giants putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Punch him out.
Strike him out.
And that one is inside. No outs. Runner on second.
Sit him down.
And down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Oh, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So digging in, Willie Adames. 1 for 2.
Let's go, Marlins.
Almost
Count
got him.
1-0.
Let's go, Miami.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Lee, the runner at second with 1 away.
Let's do this, Miami. That's a strike.
There's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
2-1.
Put him away.
Next offering is downstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 1 out. And here is Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 in this one.
You can do it, Marlins.
Way inside, and that hit him.
First base.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
Come on, let's stop the bleeding here.
Swing.
Ground ball could be 2. Edwards tossed to second, and that's 2.
This team is ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine.
Webb back to work. And that's down and away.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a slow roller. Chapman. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Davison.
And now for the Marlins, Davison de los Santos. 0 for 1 so far.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That misses. And that is ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
1 down. Kyle Stowers now at the plate. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Just missed.
Ball 1. 1-0.
Little chopper rolls foul. Man at first, one away.
Let's go, Marlins.
And that one fouled off.
Miami, come on, let's do it.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Doubled his first time up.
Let's go, Marlins!
Ball one there. Two outs. And now it's even up.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now it's the DH, Elliot Ramos.
Let's go, Miami.
Right through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Ronnie Enriquez up and loosening in the pen. Nardi, the lefty, warming up as well. The 0-1. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, they're going to have to work around that error.
Next to hit, Patrick Bailey.
Come on, turn the double.
First pitch misses. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 3-0. There's a strike. Ramos aboard here at first with nobody out.
Give it to him, Marlins.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Punch him out.
That one to first, and foul ball.
Sit him down.
Line drive, right. Here's Edwards for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And up next for the Giants, Grant McCray.
Let's go, Fish!
Just
Outside, that's the
missed.
ball. Miami!
Foul ball there. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Miami.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Out to short.
Come on.
And that is the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Jesus Sanchez digs in now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there are 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
On the corner for a strike, 0-1.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Swing and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And that one clips the corner. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching. for the
Welcome back.
Marlins,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
32.
Ronnie Enriquez.
Ronnie Enriquez.
And now the center
Leading off
fielder,
for the Giants,
Jung-Hoo
the
Lee.
Center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Come on, Miami.
Swing.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. Ball one. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Fly ball down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Punch him out.
That one way inside.
Sit him down.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Here we go, Miami.
And the pitch is outside. Ball one.
Come on, Marlins.
That missed
2 balls,
inside.
1 strike.
2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Adames in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Let's go, Marlins.
On the ground right side. And that's just foul. The 1-2.
Swing.
Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing there for San Francisco as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at Lone Depot Park, stepping in, Griffin Conine.
Leading off for the Marlins, the left fielder, Griffin.
The pitch.
Conine.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. And that is out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Let's go, Marlins.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Late swing fouled off. The Marlins down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Misses inside, and the count is 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
All right, Marlins.
Pitch misses. Full count now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
In the air, left field. McCray pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Fortes.
Now the catcher up to hit, Nick Fortes.
All right, here we go.
Stop the Marlins.
Miami.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ryan Walker getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. De Los Santos off of first with 2 away.
Yeah, Miami.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Next pitch is outside. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The tying run at the plate. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Marlins,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
61.
Seth Martinez.
Seth Martinez.
Here's the third baseman,
Leading off is
Matt
Giants,
Chapman.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Come on, Marlins.
That's in there.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next
1
pitch,
ball,
not
2
close,
strikes.
up high. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Conine has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. 1 for 3.
Ice cold soda. Get your soda. Come on, Miami. Let's go, Miami. Right.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Anthony Veneziano, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Nardi getting cranked up as well.
Let's go, Miami.
Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground to short, Edwards.
Come on, come on.
Slinging it to first in time.
Yeah, baby.
The batter, the designated hitter, Elliott Ramos.
And next is the designated hitter, Elliott Ramos.
All right, Miami.
Hit in the air, left field. Konai. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching for the
Back
Giants,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Rogers.
Tyler.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
For the Marlins,
Back to the top of the order now, Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. And that one hammered. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Norby, the next to hit. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that one fouled off. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2.
Get a hit now.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And the slider just misses. Tying run at the plate.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first, 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now, Jonah Bride. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Here we go, Miami.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
All ones the count.
Hit on the ground to short. Adames sends it across to first. That's the third out. Inning over. So a missed opportunity after the leadoff double as they strand the runner. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Nardi.
Andrew Nardi.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball. Now one missed.
1-1. Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Out to short, Edwards.
Come on.
And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski will hit next.
Let's go, Miami.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. That's out number 2.
Let's go. Come on.
Up next for the Giants, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Grant McCray. 0 for 3 in this one.
All right, Miami. That's
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Man at first, Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. On the corner for a strike. McCray, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 outs. Hit in the air, right field. Sanchez. He makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Walker.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So digging in,
Leading
Matt
off for the
Mervis.
Marlins, the first baseman, Matt Mervis.
Fought off foul.
Go, Marlins.
That one fouled off.
drive it out of here.
Tap to first. Wade takes it himself, One out, bottom of the ninth.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Griffin.
He's 2 outs away. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Just missed.
That's ball 2. Base hit.
To the right side. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now
That play
batting,
won't be
the
trending on
designated
social